I was 3, he didn't leave much to Ma and me, except this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Well, I really don't blame him because he run and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. And he must have thought that it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from lots of folks. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Well, some gal giggle and I'd get red, and some guy'd laugh, I'd bust his head. I'll tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. But I grew up quick, I grew up mean, my fist got hard, my wit got keen. I roamed from town to hide my shame. But I made me a vow to the moon and stars that I'd search honky-tonks and bars and shoot that man that gave me that awful name. It was Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I just hit town and my throat was dry. Thought I'd stop, have myself a brew. Well, there at a saloon on a street of mud, sitting at a table dealing stud, sat that man that gave me that awful name. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad, from a worn-out picture my mama had, and I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent and gray and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold. I said, "How do you do? My name is Sue. Now you're about to die." Square right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, come up with a knife, cut off a piece of my ear. So I smashed a chair right across his teeth. We crashed to the wall and into the street, just kicking and gouging the mud, and the blood, and the beer. I'll tell you, I fought tougher men, but I don't remember when. They kicked like a mule, a bit like a crocodile. Well, I heard him laugh and I heard him cuss. He reached for his gun, but I got mine first, and I saw him smile. He said, "Son, this world is rough. If a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough." And I knew I wouldn't be there to help him through. So I gave you that name and I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or die, so I went and named you Sue. But you just fought one hell of a fight, and you hate me and you got the right to kill me, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in your gut and that spit in your eye, 'cause I'm that son of a bitch that name you Sue. What could I do? What could I do? I got all choked up, threw down my gun, called him Paul, called me his son, came away with a different point of view. I think about him every now and again, every time I try and every time I win. I tell you, if I ever have a son, I'm gonna name him Bill or George, anything but Sue.